Welcome the newest late night host, Taylor Tomlinson.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for just some of the reasons the name Taylor Tomlinson should be on your radar.
She made the prestigious Forbes 30 Under 30, and a year later, Time featured her on its Time 100 Next list.
Number 10, she knows how to stand up for herself. Comedic talent Whitney Cummings has seemingly served as a mentor for the younger comedian in both her life and career. Tomlinson made multiple appearances on Cummings' podcast, Good For You, discussing everything from careers to love lives.
Why wouldn't they want you?
I mean,
The younger, cuter
not true.
version of
I am
me
younger.
with bangs.
I mean, you hate them.
But that doesn't mean that every topic is on the table. For instance, at one point, Cummings takes a shot at Tomlinson's hairstyle. And, well, how would you respond if someone trashed your hairdo in such a public forum?
No, I like your bangs. We just need to work on how to style them.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, they look...
Are you being serious right now?
Well, right now they look a little... Have you seen the...
Don't do this. I'm just telling you right now, don't do it.
Tomlinson reacts by doing what she does best. She responds frankly, but keeps the tone lighthearted while giving audiences a masterclass in setting boundaries. Yeah, don't come for Taylor.
I have learned how to stand up to you from you.
Number 9, she launched her own podcast. Whitney Cummings' podcast is far from her only foray into that medium. You'll often find her bringing her comedic charm to Kelsey Cook and Delaney Fisher's fantastic podcast, Self-Helpless, where they humorously tackle everything from nifty life hacks to advice on riding life's emotional roller coasters.
I don't trust my instincts because I've had instincts that were so wrong
Okay.
that in either way, if I have an instinct that I'm like, this isn't the thing, I'm like, well, you don't know. You're stupid. You
Yeah.
thought that other thing was the thing.
In 2021, Taylor stepped into the podcast host role with Sad in the City, a candid chat for young city dwellers navigating life's ups and downs, sprinkled with a dash of commentary on the comedy world.
It is funny. Like, I almost want like a board on the wall that says like days without incident. Just like days without meltdown in New York.
Not a podcast person? No worries. Check out Taylor's mini YouTube series, Insomnia Baking with Taylor Tomlinson. It's a recipe for pure entertainment.
You don't actually have to be good at your hobbies. And I was like, what? But I'm trying to keep that in mind as I work through this.
Number 8, she's active on TikTok. Like any good millennial, Taylor is very active on social media, and let us tell you, her TikToks are a real treat. She throws in snippets of her stand-up sets, other TV appearances, and glimpses of her everyday life.
Start putting yourself out there. You should really date again. And then I'm like, yeah. But then I gotta meet people.
As of 2022, she was sitting comfortably among the top 10 most followed comedians on the app. That popularity scored her a collaboration opportunity with Hotels.com.
As a stand-up comedian, I'm on the road every single weekend in a different city.
I'm not sure what this is for. I feel like it's for individual therapy with yourself.
If you haven't checked out Taylor's TikTok, now might be a good time to hit that follow button. Just make sure you have several hours to spare. Her stuff is seriously binge-worthy.
That's who I'm supposed to be. But alas, I am talented.
Number 7, she reached the top 10 on season 9 of Last Comic Standing.
Was ever gonna work out with him? We had totally different goals. Like, he wanted to be married in a few years, and I wanted to be happy in a few years.
This comedy talent competition has served as the launching pad for numerous high-profile comedians, including Amy Schumer, Gabriel Iglesias, Roy Wood Jr., and Eliza Schlesinger. Joining the show in its 9th season, Tomlinson not only secured a spot in the top 10, but also left a lasting impression with her observational humor, relatable stories, and effortless ability to connect with audiences.
I am doing pretty well. I just finished college, so... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yep, dropped out.
She narrowly missed out on a spot in the finals, but her talent for finding humor in life's most mortifying hiccups got her noticed and loved by judges and audiences. While victory slipped through her grasp, she undeniably emerged as one to watch.
Yeah, positive or negative, doesn't matter to me. Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame, as long as my picture's on the wall. Understand?
Number 6. You've probably seen her on the late night circuit. If you've been thinking, hey, she looks familiar, but you haven't been able to place your finger on where from, perhaps we can help.
Because I don't know if you know this, but if you don't take enough photos for the internet, you actually start to disappear like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Thank you for laughing. They did not get that reference.
Tomlinson has appeared on talk shows like The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and Conan. She can also be seen on TV shows like MTV's Safe Word and Comedy Central's Adam Devine's House Party. But we're going to focus on her late night sets. She's appeared on The Tonight Show a couple of times, charming audiences with engaging and personable humor.
Instead of bridesmaids, they should just line up every crappy version of you that they might have to deal with at some point, so that they can say I do to everyone.
She's also credited Conan O'Brien as one of her comedy heroes and honored that by killing it on his show.
How do you explain love to a child that young? How do you even begin to explain romance and dating and courtship? You know, it's complicated. There's an app and you gotta download it and swipe.
Number 5. She's candid about mental health. Taylor openly talks about her journey dealing with mental health challenges, like being diagnosed with bipolar disorder and the struggles of breaking through the social stigma.
Because when I got diagnosed, they started listing names. They were like, you know who else is bipolar? Selena Gomez. And I was like, that does make me feel better.
While she grew up feeling hesitant to seek help, these experiences now weave seamlessly into her comedy routines. What sets her apart is her careful approach to avoid reinforcing stigmatization. Instead, she cleverly employs humor to dismantle barriers.
Therapy just helps to get to the bottom of why you're trash, okay? You go into therapy and you're like, here's all the stuff that sucks about me. And she goes, okay. And she puts it all up on the wall like you're solving a crime together. Fun!
Taylor shared that she incorporates the subject into her material as a coping mechanism, using it to create a comfortable space for herself and others. Because really, who has time to feel awkward when you're too busy laughing out loud? More of that, please.
About getting on them, I had a lot of friends who were like, I tried to get on antidepressants, I just didn't like how I felt on them. I didn't feel like myself on them. And now that I'm on them, I'm like, yeah, me neither. It's the best.
Number 4. You can check her out on Netflix.
I want to be married, I feel that void, that emptiness, but then I eat bread and I feel so much better. Oh, I'm like, I just needed some carbs. It almost ruined my life. Like, that was...
If your interest is piqued and you want more Taylor, head over to Netflix and watch her set on the 2018 series The Comedy Lineup. You could also dive into her first Netflix special, Quarter Life Crisis, where she hilariously reflects on the mid-20s struggle. Your wild days are in the rearview mirror, but setting up base isn't yet on your radar.
I had a guy on OkCupid send me an emoji as an opening line. Not a cute one, not like a heart or a kissy face or even an eggplant, which is gross, but I get it. He sent me one of these.
If you love that, great news. 2022 brought us another special, Look at You, an irreverently introspective set about millennial life.
I have stayed in relationships too long because I just wasn't ready to see a fresh one. I just couldn't wrap my head around it, literally or figuratively. I just didn't have it in me. Couldn't have it in me.
Variety also reported that she's committed to at least 2 more Netflix specials, and we can't wait. Number 3. She made the Forbes 30 Under 30 list in 2021. Turning 30 in November 2023, Taylor Tomlinson has already achieved some notable milestones.
I'm sick of my 20s. I'm so sick of people telling me to enjoy them. They're not fun. They are 10 years of asking yourself, will I outgrow this or is it a problem?
In 2019, Variety spotlighted her as one of their top 10 comics to watch at the Just for Laughs festival. A standout recognition came in 2021 when Forbes named her in their illustrious 30 Under 30 list. It was a challenging year, with the world still caught up in the pandemic chaos. Forbes described the list as representing, quote, bright spots on the horizon.
Like, what can I bring to the potluck, Nana? She's like, napkins, can you handle that? Dry ones this time. And if they say Starbucks on them, I swear to God, Taylor.
Tomlinson shared the spotlight with talents like Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana DeBose, Jeremy Pope, and more. Now, that's some fantastic company.
Your 20s are an opportunity to fish trash out of the lake before it freezes over.
Number 2. She's a standout voice in a new generation of stand-up comics. Get ready for another Taylor to take the entertainment scene by storm. Tomlinson delivers what younger audiences crave, fearlessly weaving humor into life's rough patches.
Public speaking as a young person is like being a dog that can skateboard. Everybody's like impressed, but they're like, why are you doing that? Why are you up there?
She's been in the game since her teen years, shaping her voice and carving out a niche that clicks with her contemporaries. Tomlinson's delivery is personable and relatable, and she nails those punchlines like a pro.
You have no intuition, no instincts, you can't make decisions, only mistakes. That's why you're thin in your 20s. You don't have a gut to listen to yet.
She feels like that friend. You know, the one you go to when you need a pick-me-up? The one who knows how to leave you breathless with laughter?
I feel like this is so crazy. I feel like I'm sitting between two tracks of a Now That's What I Call Music CD. Like, I just want to take a minute and thank... We made it! I want to thank whoever books this show.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. She's the new host of After Midnight. Ever notice the lack of women in late night? Taylor Tomlinson is changing that.
Taylor, why are you and my audience interrupting me while I'm in the middle of looking for a new host?
Well, you just said if anyone had any ideas to...
Oh, please, do you know of anyone?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I can do it.
In 2024, she steps into the After Midnight slot, once home to James Corden's Late Late Show, with her own aptly named show. After Midnight draws on Comedy Central's 2013-17 web-centric panel quiz At Midnight, hosted by Chris Hardwick. Stephen Colbert, who will serve as an executive producer, broke the news on his show, giving her the perfect introduction.
The best part of having one of these jobs is being able to find and hire really good people. And this is the moment that I told you that you had the job.
Tomlinson will be the sole female host in the late night family, plus she'll be lowering the age bracket by a couple of decades.
So if you don't know who I am, don't worry, I barely know myself.
I'm 59. You are more than entire Taylor Tomlinson younger than I am.
We're pumped to see her fresh and sharp comedy style shake up the late night scene. When were you first introduced to this rising comedic talent? Or are you off to check her out for the first time now? Let us know in the comments.
How we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Hi. Oh, stop.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.